AARP, we believe that the issues that matter to people aged 50 and older, like safe streets, accessible housing, and strong communities, are issues that benefit everyone. Earlier, we heard from a full field of candidates in the Sioux Falls mayoral race and at-large city council races. Now, with the runoff election ahead, we're bringing you the top 2 candidates in each race. We asked them to share how they would support residents as our community grows, especially when it comes to aging in place, improving pedestrian safety, and planning for smart, sustainable development. While Sioux Falls is prioritizing active transportation opportunities, pedestrian deaths and serious injuries remain a concern for residents we surveyed, including recent fatal crashes and hit and runs. What specific measurable goals will you commit to for reducing pedestrian deaths and serious injuries during your term?
I speak from experience on this. I recently saw a senior citizen who was hit in a crosswalk in a hit and run. The chaos that occurred during that hit and run really stayed with me. And I thought from that moment, what can we do more to ensure that folks that are walking or using the bike are safe? And so for what I would like to do is I'd like to look at the most dangerous intersections. Does it have the best lighting? Does it have the best bump outs? Are we able to calm the traffic to ensure that folks walking or riding their bikes are able to do that safely? No death at all any death is worth saving. And so it's really important for us to bring the right partners together, such as AARP and other community members, to redesign some of those areas. You know, I won't claim to have all the answers, but what I do know is that there's a lot of evidence-based research and data out there. And so bringing those people together to have a seat at the table and making sure that the street design is done appropriately is really, really important. This isn't just numbers. These are our neighbors, these are our friends, and these are people that we need to make sure are protected as they're able to be outside, be healthy, and enjoy Sioux Falls.
You know, that is a real concern in our community, and as we see our traffic increasing, we're going to see more and more of this. There are things being done currently we need to expand on. First of all, slowing traffic down in certain areas. That would be through road design, roundabouts, bump outs, things like that, decreasing the traffic on certain roads is important. I think one of the things that we did after a tragic accident over by Sanford Hospital is important, and we can replicate that in other parts of our city, and that's putting in those really, really well-marked crosswalks, but they have push-button flashers that tell people, I'm crossing the street right now, and making sure that those lights are going off when you're crossing the street so everybody knows, hey, there's a person here. So important. Because, you know, pedestrians do have the right of way by law, and we need to make sure that people are safe when they are crossing the streets. So it's design, it's also utilizing our technology that we have. We know the areas that have frequent accidents. We need to make sure that we're focusing on those places in our community and making those a priority. And then we could go to our street racing. You know, that has become dangerous in our community. We have people that are actually using our roadways as racetracks. We need to allow law enforcement to do their job on that, but we also, I think, need to provide places maybe that you could have legal street racing to be able to utilize those crotch rockets in a way that is legal and for their entertainment, but not on our city streets.
These are the leaders who will help shape Sioux Falls for years to come. And the decisions they make will impact your daily life, your family, and your neighborhood. Your voice matters, and this election may come down to just a handful of votes. Make a plan, show up, and encourage others to do the same. Vote in the runoff election on Tuesday, June 23rd.